After last year's disastrous season, Man United ended the season in 15th place in the Premier League and somehow reached the final game in the Europa League, but lost to Tottenham 1-0. There is some promise to this year's season. The summer 2025 transfer window was marked by a significant overhaul of the squad as United invested heavily in attacking talent and youth. Key arrivals included Brazilian forward Mateus Cunha from Wolverhampton Wanderers for a reported 62.5 million. Dynamic winger Brian Mbeumo from Brentford in a deal worth 65 million plus add-ons. Goalkeeper Senny Lamens for 21 million from Royal Antwerp and Benjamin Sesko for 73.7 million from RB Leipzig, bringing the total invested in the summer to approximately £222.2 million. United entered the Premier League season without European football, which reduced their fixture list significantly and shifted focus entirely to league development. Although the start to the season did not go off in the best way, with losing 1-0 to Arsenal and drawing the next game 1-1 with Fulham after a missed penalty by Bruno Fernandes. Domestic cup competitions have brought disappointment. United were eliminated in the second round of the EFL Cup by League Two side Grimsby Town in a shock penalty shootout, and they exited the FA Cup in the third round, marking unusually early departures in both cups, and only having 40 games in the season, which is the lowest of all time. Managerially, the season saw change as well. Ruben Amorim began the season in charge, but was replaced mid-season. Ruben Amorim was Manchester United's manager at the start of 2025 to 2026 season. He had been appointed in November 2024 after leaving Sporting, signing a contract that was supposed to run until 2027. However, his time at Manchester United did not last long. After about 14 months in charge, the club sacked him on 5th January 2026, following inconsistent performances and pressure from the board after a speech exposing them. Ruben Amorim made a very tense press conference speech aimed at the Manchester United board after a 1-1 draw with Leeds United. The comments became famous because they publicly showed his frustration with the club hierarchy. Two of the key lines from his speech were, "I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not the coach. I know my name is not Thomas Tuchel, not Antonio Conte, not Jose Mourinho, but I'm the manager of Manchester United." Amorim explained that when he joined Manchester United, he expected to run the sporting side of the club like a traditional manager, having influence on transfers, squad structure, and club direction. Instead, he felt the board and sporting department were limiting his authority and making many decisions without him. He ended the statement by saying that he would not resign, but that the board could replace him whenever they wanted. "I'm not going to quit. I will do my job until another guy comes to replace me." The press conference caused huge controversy because managers rarely criticize the club hierarchy publicly. Less than 24 hours later, Manchester United sacked Amorim, making the speech look like a final confrontation with the board. Overall, Amorim's record at United was 24 wins, 18 draws, and 21 losses in 63 matches, which was considered underwhelming for a club of United's expectations. After his dismissal, Michael Carrick eventually took over managerial duties on an interim basis and improved results, helping United climb to the top of the table during the second half of the season. After Michael Carrick took charge, Manchester United picked up 4 wins in a row with teams including Manchester City, Arsenal, Fulham, and Tottenham. A lot of excitement was stirred for the Manchester United fans for a fan named Frank Lett of the United Strand on social media who made a promise that he would never cut his hair until Man United won 5 games in a row. The 5th game was against West Ham, and a lot of viewers were pulled in to see if he'd finally get his hair cut, and unfortunately, it was not the case as the game ended in a 1-1 draw. The United Strand is a social media account run by Frank Lett. Frank started a new challenge where he would not cut his hair until Man United win 5 games in a row. The challenge was initiated in October 2024, which marks the last time that he had a haircut. Although some club legends and fans are against this idea as they feel that this takes away the focus on the Premier League and the club gaining points, he has continued the challenge, even live streaming the supposed 5th game in a row on Kick with various other content creators. Carrick's early success continued with a strong run of results, including an 11-game unbeaten streak before his first defeat, a 2-1 loss away to Newcastle United, which in my opinion was a bit of a confusing game due to the unnecessary substitutions costing us the game. During this period, he also won Premier League Manager of the Month for January, highlighting the impact he had after taking charge. While he was initially appointed only as a temporary coach until the summer, his strong run of results sparked debate about whether he should be considered for the permanent job. Manchester United now sit third in the Premier League despite the Newcastle defeat with 51 points. Above them sit Man City in second place with 60 points and Arsenal in first place with 67 points. Below them sits Chelsea in fifth place with 48 points and Aston Villa with 51 points. Man United's main goal for this year is to secure a spot in the Champions League to ensure that we have European football next year. One of the key players this season has been winger Bryan Mbeumo, who is currently the club's top scorer with around 10 goals in all competitions. His performances, along with improvements under Carrick, have helped United push toward Champions League qualification for next season. Although I'll have to be honest and give a huge round of applause to all the players for the insane improvement compared to last season. Sonny Lamons is an amazing goalkeeper, and I know that I'm happy to have such safe hands in goal. Many former legends regularly speak in the media about the current squad, and their opinions are often strong. Players who were part of the club's most successful era tend to compare today's team with the high standards that existed when they played. Because of that, their comments often focus on mentality, leadership, and whether the current players truly represent the club's traditions. Club legend Wayne Rooney, the club's all-time scorer, has also expressed concern about standards. Rooney has suggested that some players appear too comfortable despite poor results and that the mentality required to win major trophies may be missing. He has commented that during his time at United, the dressing room culture demanded excellence every day, and players who did not meet those standards quickly felt pressure from teammates. I feel that I should also comment on the recent situation regarding Harry Maguire, the England and Manchester United defender, who is facing legal trouble and was handed a 15-month suspended sentence by a Greek court over an incident in Greece in August 2020. According to Sky Sports News, this is what has been said. Harry Maguire has been handed a 15-month suspended sentence by a Greek court over an incident in Mykonos in August 2020. The Manchester United centre-back faced allegations of non-serious assault, resisting arrest and attempted bribery, and was convicted on all three counts. Maguire's 15-month suspended sentence has been reduced in length and severity from the original 21 months, but nevertheless it is the second conviction for the charges levelled against him. Maguire was arrested after a fight involving his family outside a bar in August 2020. He was convicted of attacking and attempting to bribe police officers in 2020, but a retrial was granted on appeal, and his conviction was nullified in accordance with Greek law. His retrial was postponed 4 times, with the last failed attempt in October 2025 due to the court documents not being translated into English. There had been a fine along with his original sentence, but this has now been removed. Maguire has also refused multiple opportunities to settle the case with a financial offer because he is determined to clear his name legally. Maguire's lawyers will appeal to the Greek Supreme Court in an attempt to clear his name. Maguire has always vehemently denied any wrongdoing, and his representatives have privately expressed reservations around the conduct of the case around him. Sky Sports News confirmed only one of the 3 police witnesses turned up in court on Wednesday, but lawyers in Greece said the other 2 officers were not required to attend because they had already provided written statements. The Greek prosecution lawyer in the case of Maguire's conviction has strenuously denied any corruption in the proceedings. Maguire was not involved in the latest legal process and has been preparing for Wednesday evening's Premier League match against Newcastle as normal. Casemiro is set to leave Manchester United at the end of the 2025-26 season when his contract expires. The club decided not to activate the 1-year extension in his deal, meaning he will depart in summer 2026 after 4 seasons at Old Trafford. Casemiro joined United from Real Madrid in 2022 for around £60 to £70 million and quickly became one of the team's most important midfielders. During his time at the club, he made more than 140 appearances and scored over 20 goals, helping United win trophies such as the EFL Cup and FA Cup. The decision is mainly part of a squad rebuild and financial restructuring at Manchester United. Casemiro is one of the highest paid players at the club, reportedly earning around £350,000 to £400,000 per week, and the club wants to free up wages while bringing in younger midfielders. Personally, for now, I feel that Michael Carrick is the right man for the job, as he is a former player for the club and has a lot of influence, having played under the greatest manager of all time, Sir Alex Ferguson. Although it is a real shame that this year, unfortunately, we will not be bringing back any trophies, I sure am glad about the improvements and that we are currently sitting in 3rd place, and hopefully it lasts like this until the end of the season. I really hope to have Champions League nights next year. I really hope that Bruno Fernandes will lift that Premier League trophy next year, because honestly, no man deserves it more than him. He has really fought through thick and thin for this club, and he really deserves it. Man United, I will always love you, no matter what.